The time is 11 o'clock on this late Wednesday night, October 31st, 2018. It's time now for the Peter Channel sign off news on this late Wednesday night, October 31st, 2018. And just before the Peter Channel signs off for tonight, the summary of the late night news headlines. It is 11 o'clock. And we have a temperature of 56 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel. Sign off news is President Trump now says Congress is better path to end birthright citizenship. RGA, DGA double down in final week of Florida governor's race. Turkish prosecutor Jamal Khashoggi was strangled and dismembered. Rob Arrow. Let's skip this. Let's skip that. 24 million early voter ballots already counted, more than 2014. In Pittsburgh, synagogue shooting suspect Robert Bass indicted on 44 federal charges. The Native Americans disenfranchised in North Dakota are back in court. Their stories are maddening. Court orders boards of election to count provisional ballots and midterms for certain voters purged from rolls. Trump says he'll send as many as 15,000 troops to the southern border. North Korea is reportedly preparing nuclear missile sites for international inspectors. What role has climate change played in the destruction of the historic flooding in Italy? Amid search for the crash, glider black box some answers may be back in the U.S. Fall Riverbed found guilty of the murder of Taunton woman. Pawtucket City Council develops plan for Apex site. SpaceX shovels Starlink's leadership hoping to accelerate launch. October was Amazon's worst month since the financial crisis. General Motors offers employee buyouts to 18,000 salary workers. Looking at stocks now, up 241.12 at 25, 115.76. S&P 5 up 20.11 and 27.11.74, and NASDAQ up 144.25 at 7305.90. News from the wires. Norwegian diplomat Geir Peterson was appointed as UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres' new envoy to Syria on Wednesday. Accused Kentucky supermarket shooter indicted on murder charges. Saudi sisters on dead in the Hudson River were alive when they entered. Library of Congress recognized with the 200th anniversary of the publication of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein with a special reading. President Trump on Wednesday told reporters his administration could send between 10,000 and 15,000 troops to the southwest border. Federal authorities said Wednesday that they're investigating the death of Northwest Boston mob boss James Wetterbolger as a homicide. In local news from the Edinburgh Sun Chronicle, Edinburgh War I voters reminded to cast ballots at Elks Hall. Plastic bag ban begins Thursday in Mansfield. Edinburgh, a vacant city council seat, should be filed by this time next week. Plainville natives ran into Boston's top prosecutor gives okay to breweries. Edinburgh gets a shout out in ESPN. Try the nice softball celebrates ring ceremony. On Halloween needs the neighborhood on looking at the stranger offers boy a ride as an 8-year-old boy was unarmed and the police are seeking to identify the suspect. Bridgewater Rainham seeks public input for Mitchell School project. Fears Continue Eastern Film Festival to air on local cable. Quincy Center, building that houses Quincy College along with a variety of businesses, shops, and restaurants have been evacuated after several people were taken by what police described as unknown substance. The police said several people have been brought to the hospital with injuries that did not appear life-threatening. Quincy developers think these concerns of a Hospital Hill project. Barnyard Animals host trick-or-treaters at Hingham Farm. Climate change oceans soaking up more heat than estimated. Birds get their call for speckled eggs from dinosaurs. Spinal cord simulation allows 3 paralyzed men to walk with assistance. Cervical cancer patients face greater risk with minimally invasive surgery. Scientists find links between Parkinson's disease and the appendix, and new viral kids second New Jersey pediatric healthcare facility where 4 kids ill. Peter Channel News time is 11:04 on this Fourth, the Boston Red Sox celebrated their World Series championship of 2018 with a wonderful, wonderful parade attended by many people in Red Sox Nation, including yours, and it was a wonderful time as many of the Red Sox players outscored the manager and staff members, and a lot of the broadcasting crew, and even legends Pedro Martinez and David Ortiz celebrated with the World Series trophies on the duck boats as it was. Everybody had a wonderful time, and Jerry Remy, who just ended his cancer treat, who just fought his latest battle of cancer with a championship, which he battled and he won, made an appearance in the duck boats with Tom Curran and so forth, and it was a wonderful time by all, even though there were a few unruly guests, including somebody from Beer and Alex Cora. It was a wonderful time had by all for the Red Sox Nation, as this was the best World Series duck boat parade that Boston has ever experienced in 2018. Okay, looking at some NBA scores on this Wednesday night. Brooklyn Nets 120, Detroit Pistons 119, final overtime. Indiana 107, New York 101, Denver Nuggets 108, Chicago Bulls 107 in final overtime. Minnesota Timberwolves 128, Utah Jazz 125. Golden State Warriors 36, and the New Orleans Pelicans 31, and the Los Angeles Lakers 32, Dallas Mavericks 17. NHL scores on this Wednesday night. Chicago Blackhawks are leading the Vancouver Canucks 2-1. Maryland Terrapins football coach DJ Durkin fired one day after reinstatement. Jalen Williams says LeBron will blow up Lakers roster with Alonzo's on the bubble, and next will Madrid boss. Just number taking not a candidate for the Mexico job according to sources. Peter Chill News Time. 11:07 on this late Saturday night, and it's time now for a Peter Channel Travagant Transit Check. Baby! Let's study off on the MBTA, where it's looking good in the subway, commuter rail, and ferries, and it's a far cry from when the MBTA trains were crowded with parade goers taking the public transportation before and during and after the parade, and there was a lot of people taking the MBTA subway train, and everybody had a good time. Okay, looking at highways and byways in New England and Rhode Island. 95 on the southbound side, slow around protected stretch. 130 eastbound side of Newport Bridge, it's slow. 95, both ends, but 495 to 295 at Annabelle stretch. Suburban Expressway on the northbound side, it is slow, but on the southbound side, around the South Station on the northbound side, it's slow between 1A and all the way down to the Zachem Bridge and all the way down to the Somerville, Route 2 westbound side, so for 120 Lexington and then Suburban Expressway, northbound side, also on the Dorchester stretch. Route 3 on the southbound side, so on 495 and all. 495 on the southbound side, so between 133 and Tewksbury. 29 eastbound side, so on 190 in Worcester and Route 8 southbound side, those on Waterbury Stretch and Merritt Parkway, both ends by the Norwalk and the Bridgeport. And 95 on the southbound side, so on Fairfield down to Norwalk. Every turback on the southbound side, so on the Hooksett, New Hampshire stretch. Main turback on the northbound side, so on Port Maine and all the way to 87 on, all the way to 15 on northbound side, so on South Quebec towards Montreal and Interstate 87 on the southbound side, also around Riddle Island and Champlain, New York, Route 1 on the southbound side, so on Brunswick, Maine. Peter Cho News Time. 11:08 on this late Wednesday night. Time now for a weather report. Radar satellite illuminated shows line of rain showers off New England coastal stretch on the Danny, Spain, then around New Brunswick and the central portion of Nova Scotia. Same as rain showers in western portions of Vermont and upstate New York and stretch of the names of New York City, northern and southern portions of Pennsylvania down, and a line of showers and storms line from Ohio down to Kentucky and stretch of down for eastern Texas, where we're beginning a lot of flooded rains around Texas. And gonna time to see where they're gonna be going for the moment. And in the overnight hours, it'll be raining on the line from Pittsburgh to Houston around 1 a.m. And then 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. it'll make its way toward western New York as it'll be raining. A line south of Buffalo and Detroit to New Orleans about 5 a.m. And then 7 a.m. it'll be a line near Albany, New York, all the way down to New Orleans, Louisiana. And then It'll make its way to New York State by about 11 a.m. It'll be raining in the line from northeastern Massachusetts all the way down to 7 portions of Missouri. It'll be raining in northern New England by about the afternoon hours. Right now, looking at our temperature spread around the region, it is in the 50s, but much of the region with 60-degree reading in Bridgeport, New Haven, Connecticut, and 61 in Plymouth, Massachusetts, in the 30s to low to mid 40s in northern New 53-degree in Jeffrey, New Hampshire, and it is in the 50s in western Vermont along the Route 7 quarter line from 54 in Burlington, Vermont, down to 59 in Bennington, Vermont, and it is in the 30s to low to mid 40s in Maine. Okay, looking at the forecast, goes like this. Tonight, mostly clouds about 30 degrees, southwest about 3 to 5 miles an hour for Thursday. Chance of showers before 1 p.m., then a chance of rain between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Mostly clouds about 61 degrees, common chance of 30%. Thursday night, slight chance of shower, rain before 7 p.m., then showers likely may after 3 a.m., Petrobog after 2 a.m. Whereas clouds got 50 degrees and common chance of 6%, new about 3 a.m., 7 quarter inch possible Friday. Showers possibly a thunderstorm, Petrobog for 10 a.m., minor 65, about 55 degrees, and chance of is 85% for Saturday, showers may before 1 p.m., Petrobog for 11 and mostly clouds sky about 61, about 39 degrees. Chance of is 55% for Sunday. Sunday, the mostly clear sky about 54, about 36 degrees. For Monday, part Sunday, the mostly clouds about 53, about 43 degrees. Chance of 40%. And chance of showers Monday night. Tuesday, showers likely. Patchwork wise, mostly clouds about 57, about 50 degrees. And chance of is 55%. And for Wednesday, showers likely. Patchwork otherwise clouds about 62 degrees. And right now, Norton is overcast at 59 degrees. That's giving you for the Peter Channel sign-off news on this late Wednesday, October 31st, 2018. Viewers, hope you have a good night with a good positive to the dossier. It's about more than more. Hope you have a good night.